Like, I'm not even halfway done one model, and we've been talking for who knows how long. I painted some gold on them, that's it. I'm super, super glad I spray painted them blue now. It's gonna save so much time. See, here comes the globbing technique. Put on a little bit more. Start getting impatient with yourself. But you just gotta do it just perfectly so it doesn't like crack later or look bad. It's actually quite a skill to be able to blob the paint without making it look bad. I know some of you are cringing right now. And I really don't recommend you do it. But if somehow you discover the rare art that is blobbing while still making it look awesome, by all means, rejoice with me in blob. Burn Dave, time to step up with Cricks. Well, I'm not gonna burn Dave. And I've never even seen his Cricks army. I'm starting to believe it's not real. So I don't know what to tell you guys about that. Just started Cygnar, got my hands on the 13th Black Gun Mages. It's an awesome game, woohoo. Yeah, Gun Mages are pretty cool. Because they have like those like different things, mainly like that knockback, I think will be so useful. And then with like the extra dice, and if you critical, they get knocked over, and just pushing things out of the way when you don't want them there. I think that's so cool. And there's so many like tactical like responses and possibilities. So that's pretty cool, man. War Machine Horde's great system. Buy the whole thing for less than $250. Way cheaper than 40K. I don't know if it was way cheaper if you start spending all that money, but I'll give it to you. It's a bit cheaper. Just because you need less models. But I do like the Games Workshop models. They're very nice. And the War Machine models, Hordes, they're getting there. I don't think they're quite up to par yet, but good enough. I think the Warjacks look fantastic. I just love the idea of them, so maybe it makes me a little biased. That's all we are biased, all right? About something or other. Don't need to buy a deck of stat cards. Good idea to have it so you can try out other units without having to buy the models. Every unit you buy comes with a respective stat card. Yes, I discovered that at the end of the video, so I poked that in there. But what I'll eventually have to buy, I think, is the book, which I haven't bought yet for the Cygnar, just for when my army gets bigger, the different formations that I've heard that you can like put in or different things like that. I really don't know, but I heard there's advantages. Read more about the army. Again, I really haven't read too much about War Machine recently. Just because, yeah, I just got back from... Actually, I got back yesterday, or 2 days ago. But I've just been recovering. I barely slept at all over the weekend. Like, at all. Just had a few days of just sleeping. Dan, as a Cygnar player, I would advise Trenchers, Long Gunners, Squire, Journeyman as the first expansion. Well, I got Long Gunners. They are sick. I like them. Trenchers, I was just reading about them, how they can like get trenched in and do other cool stuff with the combinations. And from what I hear, Trenchers are pretty good, so I might get them next. After that, there's a bunch of to acquire, enjoy. Thanks. But I don't know, the gun mages, they just, maybe for my next, because with the long gunners, I have I have a 17-point army with the long gunners. And then if I add all of them, I think I have a 21-point army. And so I'll get at least the 17 points painted up for you guys and have a battle report or two in this week. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll have them painted up and then I'll be able to play by this weekend. And then I'll have to expand it to 25 points, which I really only need 4 more points. So I'll just have to figure out what I want. I have enough jacks with 1 warcaster. I don't think I want to go any more than 3 jacks. My focus is already spread thin as it is, it seems. You always need more focus. You can always do so much with it. Especially when things have more than one, when jacks have a higher rate of fire than 1. You can easily sink like 3 points into a jack to like make it fire twice and both times boosted. And I don't know, there's just so many possibilities. I think as I play more, I'll have more in-depth views on things. Besides, oh, this looks cool. Oh yeah, and that looks cool too, for sure. Sad to say there's only 11.4, so Striker lets you have free 6-point storage jacks. Yes, but then I brought the long gunners. And so that's why they're higher. Although, I'm pretty sure it's 17 points. I'll double check. Nice looking force stand. I'm glad MiniWarGaming is getting into more War Machine. As a beginning player, it's really cool to see others learn along with me. Thank you. 2 recommendations. Penning is the way to go with these resin War Machine models. Lancer Spear is a bit wonky. Put in the boiling water for a few seconds, bend in place. Well, it's too late now, guys. It's primed. But for future, if anything is off and bent, well, the long gunners were bent to crap, but they're pewter, so you can just use your fingers carefully. Takes me back to when I was like a kid, when like my first run-in with resin, or not resin, with pewter models was Star Wars Monopoly Special Edition, and all the characters were pewter, and they all had like lightsabers, and the lightsabers would be just like, and you just, and that little crunching, like little, I don't even know what that sound sounds like when you're bending pewter, little. I always loved it though, but I didn't want to do it too much and they just snap off. Good old pewter. Pewter's good to paint though. Everything just glides on. I just love the feel of it, but they're not too fun to assemble. Luckily, the long gunners were just bend the gun back into place and stick it on the base. Now, one thing I've never done before, which I'm gonna have to do, is paint skin. Orc, well, I painted orc green skin, but that doesn't really count. Orc skin's easy. Put some green, highlight with some more green, and there you go. Wash with Devlin Mud or Thraka Green, and Ta-da! You have a sweet looking green skin, and but with like actual skin. Have to make it like kind of look real, and then like there's eyes, and at least they're all, no, some of them have goggles on, but some of them don't, and so I know there's lots of different techniques, so I'll hurdle that when I get to it. It's looking pretty good. What else should I do gold? I guess he's doing, I guess all of that is gold, and we'll do the front kneecaps.